Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Resti Yuliana. I am from the 6th semester of English Education Study Program from STKIP Setiabudi Rangkas Bitung. To the Honorable, my lecturer, Mr. Arif Sutyonugroho MPD, I will present my presentation based on a journal that I was read from Nisela Ayu Klaita, and the title is The Impact of Roleplay Technique on the Student English Speaking Skill for Mid-Test Intensive Reading. Before we start the presentation, let us read Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Abstract. Many students usually find it hard to speak English because they have not practiced enough. This reason makes them cannot speak English well. Speak is a skill which students should master in order to communicate with other people. The situation in the learning process is one of the important things that teachers should consider. Not all students can speak English well, especially for us who live in Indonesia. Many students face difficulties to speak in English because they have not practiced enough. At a particular time, they cannot speak in English even one word of it. Danielson et al. 2002 stated that the way in learning a language should involve listening skill first, then followed by speaking, and finally the writing of the language. In the early stage, English teaching should be focused on the involvement of the listening and speaking skill. Speaking skill is the most important ability to learn English well. Lins 2005 states that every young English language student can read and write in English after they master speaking skills. To the student, there are some problems in the learning speaking skill. The students are too shy and afraid to take part in the conversation. Another reason, the lack of motivation to practice English in daily conversation, which is it difficult to use it effectively. Furthermore, the teacher must use a strategy to minimize this insufficiency. Through practice, students can improve their speaking skill better than before. The practice is the right way to improve speaking skills, to improve the student's speaking skills. Review of literature. Trarigan defined that speaking is a language skill development in a child's life produced by listening skill. In that period, speaking skill is learned. Remembering that the English language in Indonesia is a foreign language, it is impossible in the students learned about speaking in English when they were children. To improve student speaking ability, the teacher and the student have to work together to reach the goal of speaking ability. Science Curriculum 2013 has a significant impact on the way of teaching and learning. The teacher should find suitable technique. Role-playing. Role-playing is a learning model that asks students to carry out a role according to a predetermined scenario. The goal is to achieve the competencies needed in learning. Aspect of role-playing. Take on a role-play, namely the pressure of social expectation on a role actor. Examples are in family relationship, what girls have to do, or on a duty basis, how a police agent acts in social situation. Create a role, that is the role holder's ability to change dramatically from the role to another and to create and modify roles as needed. Bargaining the role or role negotiation is the degree to which roles are negotiated with other roles holder on the parameter and barriers of social interaction. The step of the learning method with role-playing technique. For the first, the teacher or supervisor need to compile or prepare a scenario that will be present in class. Second, the teacher forms students into groups. The teacher provides an explanation to the student about the competencies to be achieved through role-playing learning activities. When the teacher calls the student who have been appointed to play a role according to the scenario that has been prepared by the teacher. Each student is in his or her group, then the student observes the student who is modeling in scenario. The teacher asks each group to compile and presents the conclusion based on the scenario played by the other group. In this final step, the teacher provides a conclusion from the role-playing activities carried out with students. The conclusion given by the teacher are general. Purpose in role-playing. Provide a concrete experience of what has been learned. Illustrate the principle of the learning material. Cultivate sensitivity to social relationship problem, fostering student interest and motivation. And the last, provide a means to express the hidden feeling behind the desire. Advantage of role playing. For the first, it can make a strong and long-lasting impression in the memory of students. In addition to being a pleasant experience, it also provides knowledge that is inherent in the memory of the brain. It is very attractive to students, so it is possible to make a class dynamic and enthusiastic, generating passion and optimism in students and fostering a sense of togetherness. Students can jump joyfully to act out something that be discussed in the learning process. Conclusion: by using role-play techniques that have interesting things for students, it can improve speaking skill in students and can also encourage student self-confidence. That's all, and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.